Super Bowl 60 is finally here, guys. Last game of the NFL season. Bittersweet. Excited for the Super Bowl, New England versus Seattle. Sad to see it go, though. This is the last day of football until August, when we have preseason football. So with that, we're going to predict Super Bowl 60. And I'm actually going to take Seattle to win this game. I think they're the better team. What they've done in the playoffs, in my opinion, is more impressive than necessarily what New England has done. New England came into the season with the easiest strength of schedule in the NFL. They barely beat the Texans after a multi-turnover game from C.J. Stroud, and they could barely beat the Broncos with Jarrett Stidham, a backup quarterback. And they could still barely win the AFC Championship game that way. So with that, I am going to pick Seattle. I think Seattle's strength of schedule was harder if they played in a tougher division with 3 playoff teams. I think that with Seattle beating the Rams in the NFC Championship game, what they did to San Francisco, I do think that Seattle is the best team in the NFL, and it's going to show today. I do think this will be a defensive battle. I'm going to say this game will come down to defense, and it's going to be a boring defensive game. So in my opinion, if you're looking for a high-flying offensive contest, this just isn't going to be it, because New England hasn't been playing that way in the playoffs either, and Seattle relies on their defense more than their offense. McDonald's a defensive head coach. Mike Vrabel's a defensive head coach. This is going to be a defensive game. So with that, I'm going to take the Seahawks to win a close game, 16-10. I think this will be a one-score game. This will be a good Super Bowl, but this will be a defensive slugfest, and a lot of people are going to say it's a crappy Super Bowl because it'll be defensive and not boring, and the score won't be 75-70. That's what people want now. They don't want defense. It's NFL turning into flag football. The Pro Bowl's already flag anyway. So I'm picking Seattle to win the Super Bowl this year. Sam Darnold's a good story. Was a Jet, sucked, was awful, got a backup gig. People kind of wrote him off as more of a backup quarterback. Goes to Minnesota, makes the playoffs, has a great season in Minnesota, and they still don't want him. Then he goes to Seattle. Now he's heading to a Super Bowl with a chance to win the Super Bowl and hoist a Lombardi. So I'm picking Seattle to get it done today. What do you guys think of my prediction? Let me know. What you guys doing for the Super Bowl? We are having a Super Bowl party here. A lot of good stuff. Pizza, buffalo chicken dip, glazed potato chips, soda, all that good stuff. So let me know what you guys are doing, what you guys are eating. We're having meatballs as well, barbecue meatballs, pizza, all that good stuff. So what are you guys doing for Super Bowl? Me and JB will be covering the Super Bowl a little bit today as well. So keep an eye out for that. Tomorrow I'm going to have an emergency meeting podcast. That's why we did not do one yesterday. We're going to do a short predicting this right now, and then we're going to do a big podcast tomorrow with a lot of topics. Super Bowl reaction, all that. So keep in tune for that. Keep an eye out. Go Pack Go. Super Bowl 60's here, guys.